Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Youppi. I'm here for another VOD review. I did a poll in JBHL General like 2 weeks ago, I think, maybe longer, right after the Shark review, where I just asked who people wanted me to VOD review next. And ItsKevout won by like a landslide margin. So clearly people think this guy can be pretty good. And I'm pretty bored right now, so I'm going to just review this game. I'm just going to run through it, give my thoughts as I watch him play. Maybe it'll help him, maybe it won't. But we will see. Sorry, the bitrate is really low on this VOD, so I can't really read the names that well. That's why I had such a hard time figuring out the VOD. But yeah, let's start. All right, this is pretty common with most JBHLers, but I pointed out anyway. This is just like pretty bad practice that you get caught here. So the puck gets by you, and you ping it, and you just kind of assume you were gonna keep the puck. As soon as you got that ping, you should have backed up to put distance between yourself and the puck, so that if it was to be pang, you'd be able to get back and get it yourself. Since you put yourself in a position, you kind of need your teammate to bail you out, or you'd have to chase it. But if you had just backed up, he would have hit this. There's a chance you could have counter pang it, and then you would have been able to go. Your teammate maybe could have come with you. But because you kind of just stood there and anticipated that, like, oh, I got my hit, I can like just move up the ice now. As soon as you got this hit right here, you should have already been backing up before going for your next hit, just in case they were to just run at you and take it from you. And since you didn't, he gets it right by you, and they get a shot, and they actually scored. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, no, this is kind of just pretty bad board play discipline. If you had played this a little bit more methodical, you probably could have stopped this goal from going in, but big fish and pants goal. Okay, this isn't a VOD review. What did I just watch, dude? He had the clear, and then he just slid away. I don't even know if he was the one that cleared that. That might have been his defender. But, I mean, good face-off play, I guess. Just be a little careful, because if Cookify had won this forward, your defender would have had to bail you out. But it is 2v2. It's a little easier to get away with stuff like that. But good try. Okay, really quick after that. This is just unserious. I don't... You got hit. Okay. You're going to get hit sometimes. They're not going to call a pen. That doesn't mean you hit back, dude. Like, you're just going to take a pen. If the ref was, like, see, the ref was going to call it. Now it's going to be even strength. If the ref is, like, competent, he should pen you too. You just shouldn't do that. That was dumb. I don't know what I'm watching, but that was stupid. I mean, the pass was cool, I guess. But yeah, don't hit people just for no reason. That's kind of silly. Once again, you make a pretty good play on the faceoff. A little bit too fast for my liking, but the way you approach this puck in the corner is like, this is where a lot of like higher level defenders are going to beat you, where you jump into this corner and it's a 50-50, where the risk assessment for you is if they win this 50 against you, you're going to be behind them, and now your teammate is in a 2v1, right? If the defender loses this a 50-50 to you and you go this way, doesn't mean shit for them, because they can just follow you, and they're just going to be able to force you up anyway if they're a good defender. Like, the fact that you can lose this corner and you aren't 100% getting it, there's no reason to take this 50, especially because it's not threes, so you're not going to be slot passing nearly as much as you would in 3v3. It's just so low risk. Instead, you should have like peeled back here, wait for them to hit it out because they're a JBHLer, pick the puck up, and then like reapproach and like shoot. Or like take the puck out, pass. Take the puck out, P3. Like, you have more options if you just wait and you like make them make a play. You almost always wanna give the other team a chance to play too fast and play into you and make them make a play. And if they end up just sitting there doing nothing, then you can go. But you want to like give them the chance to make the mistake. And if you jump into the corner like this, you're not really giving them that opportunity, because no matter what you do, it's not really gonna like turn into much. And as you can see, you guys kind of like, not stalemate, but like it's not really a clear winner. But because the puck was in the corner, even if you don't clearly win it, or they don't clearly win it, it's just gonna go up the ice, because it obviously can't go that way because there's the boards there. So the one direction it has to go is onto your defensive side, which is gonna push you all the way back. Which is what happens. You have big Freddy Fazbear to bail you out, though. This is a very similar thing where you're on the boards, and you did play this one a little bit better, but you still do run right up on top of the puck. The puck was here. This guy's looking at it. If he had gotten this P2 and it went this way, you would have had no way of turning it around, and you would have had to have back-checked it all the way into your zone. Like, and the whole offensive pressure would have been gone. You just should have stopped, like, here. You can still go for this hit if the puck's here with this much distance, but you're not as much at risk of, like, 1P1 and the puck is behind you, and now you can't turn it around without taking a big risk. It's like these little plays, they add up, and because you're so far up, your teammate's a little bit far up, now they get this, like, mini break chance that they can push into your zone. Still, same thing. So it's really easy to fix in 1v1s, just, you know, playing your distance better, not overextending. Easy stuff. Okay, this is a forward thing that, like, I don't know if, like, your team specifically tries to play, like, the two people on the same side. This guy can force this guy to run back, and then this guy can either, like, pass it up or whatnot. In general, like, if this is being played on, like, this is, like, your stay-at-home defender, and you're playing with your regular line, I'm so cool with you running up, and then him just same-siding, because this is a way easier pass. From what I can tell, this is a line stack, and you really want, during a line stack, to trust your teammate, and to do that, you need to spread out. Not only does this, like, have the effect of, like, this space is open, but it also forces Kookified to run across to cover you, which means that if your teammate wins this 1v1, they have this entire half of the ice to play, and now this defender is put in a bad spot where if they want to pinch to stop the 2-on-1, they now have to run all the way across. They're not already over here. Where if he can't get the pass up to you, you're putting him in a 2v1, where if you were to be over here and you pull this guy, if he doesn't get the pass to you, he's still just in a 1v1, where you're going to make the ice, like, a lot more open for him. Obviously, like I said, there are times that the same side pass is really strong, especially when the defender is playing this tight on you, where it's like one step and you're behind them, P3, you can pick it up and go. If that ends up happening, I didn't watch what happens after this, I just stopped it here. But there's a lot of potential for this play to be a lot better. And yeah, you do just kind of stay same side. Bad comms, doesn't really work. And you guys ended up just turning it over. Just masterclass teamwork of these two mallards. What does Zulus even do? Alright, this is a big thing in 2v2. Very big thing. This is stuff that, like, my S7 teammates 5 years ago used to do, and I would get mad at them. When the puck comes out to you, and you're shooting from, like, the point or the slot in 2v2, you will never have a teammate behind you. If you do not hit this with the first hit, you have to hit it into the corner and back up. Or just not hit it and run away. You can't commit to a hit here. Because if you do, this is what happens. And, like, you guys were able to recover, kinda. Actually, your goalie had to bail you. But this is such a bad play. This is stuff Jets23 would do on the Nova Scotia Huskies back in 2020, when COVID was still rampant. Like, this is really bad 2v2 habit that a lot of people have. You just, you know, you want your goal, I get it. But you can't go for that. It's just, it's irresponsible blocky hockey. But, you know, easy fix again. All right, this is more 2v2 stuff that's, like, very specific to 2v2. There is, once he gets to, like, this point, you should be dropping back. He can't pass it to you because you're going to be offsides if you're up here, and he can't physically turn it 90 degrees like this. So he won't be able to pass it straight across. It would be more like that. He's not going to be able to turn it because he's under pressure. This pass to you, no longer an option. Just play defense. You running up and trying to stay involved is a passing option. Like, I do like that you feel you can trust your teammate, but it gets to a point where you're not even, like, trusting him to gain anything. Like, the risk assessment here is you're taking a risk to make offense and giving up a little bit of defense, but you can't make offense. So all you're doing is giving up defense and, like, a potential counter. If you had dropped back, you could have gotten this puck and you guys could have moved it up the ice way quicker. Instead, you guys are going to have to back check it all the way to your zone unless they mess up. Because of where the puck ended up. But it's more likely going to be a shot, yeah. Like I said, like, this isn't the end of the world. In some situations, I would like for my forwards to trust their center in, like, a position like this to, like, so that as soon as it gets over the blue line, you can crash the slot. But it's not, that's not really how this works in 2v2. You've got to play really rotational and like really just drop, like insta drop if he gets that deep. Okay, this shift has like two things that I kind of want to touch on. Right now, you're playing like support in the slot. You really could have just walked up and hit it into the corner. I don't know why you didn't. There's nobody in the slot for you to cover because this guy's out in Uzbekistan. So like you could have just walked up. You never even swung at it. And then the way you route to this puck, this is like another big ones habit that like you would ideally pick up over time. I think it gets hit, yeah. So the way you route is you ran straight to the puck. When it's a 50 like this, you should be running here and then hitting at it from this direction, right? Because what happens is if he does beat you in this 50-50 and he gets to the puck first and he hits it down the boards, one, since he's in a bad angle, it's not going to move very far. You can just get the second hit and then go. But if you guys trade hits and you both hit the puck, since you're hitting it from here, let me clear it. You would be like here and he would be here. If he hits it from this direction and you hit it from this direction, the way the puck is going to move is it's going to kind of like even out like based on these angles. So it's going to hit into the boards like this and move this way. And you'll win, especially because he's running straight at the puck like this. He's like going to be right on top of it. All the puck has to do is like get over here and then the puck's behind him and you can force him all the way down the ice. But you put yourself in the same position he was in. And since he wins it, it took one hit. Now it's behind you and now it's back in the zone. Just, you know, ISO habits. Easy to practice, but hard to actually like consistently use. Once again, we're losing our corner. You bring it in. You weren't doing too bad. And you lose the corner. And now you have been cleanly beat down the ice. Now they have a 2-on-1. And in these situations, I always say, forward needed to be more disciplined. This is on you. You need to play more passive in the corner. Not let them beat you like this. You get lucky that they whiff. Oh, and then you whiffed. Wow, excellent. This mech was pretty useless. I don't know why you did that. You missed it, but even if you hit it, I don't know what the purpose was. You could have just hit it and then P3'd it. I'm not really going to elaborate on this point. That was just kind of silly. I mean, once again, this is the same thing where the puck ends up in your feet at the blue line and you commit to the shot instead of just hitting the puck and making sure that you take care of it. And then they're able to break it all the way down the ice. It's like the exact same thing. You know, if you do it a couple times, it turns into a habit. Maybe it's something we should think about more. Oh, and we got burned on the forecheck again. I won't even cut. You run up, you run through him, you end up behind his body. You have cleanly lost the forecheck. NT, brother. Okay. We did the exact same thing for a third time. We don't learn. We are a newborn baby. We don't learn things from our mistakes. Exact same thing. How many times are we gonna whiff on the blue line and then they get a chance? It gets to a point where you can't blame your whiffs and you just gotta be like, yeah, maybe if I whiff the first time I should just back up. Oh, and we lost our forecheck again. I'm not even gonna cut again. Look, we run at it. We're running straight at the puck. We get our hit gets pang. Now it's a 2-on-1 against our teammate. And whose fault is that? This is so big. We're playing first line. And this is what happens when you don't know how to take face-offs. I was talking about earlier where I said like this is a little too quick for me, where it's a big gamble when you just jump through the puck. And this is why, since your defender starts here, oh, that's a highlighter. Since your defender starts here, if they get their touch into like this space, your defender can't pinch too hard, or else they risk like the puck getting P1'd and then the player following it up and being able to go all the way in. Granted, it's the chaotic lemon. I'm not too worried about him getting like shifty like that. But you just put your defender in a bad spot if you can't play responsible on face-offs. It ends up working out, but in the future, I would be a little more careful. I've conceded big goals to face-offs like that. It doesn't feel good. I actually want to point this out because I think this was a good play, where you had this one-on-one and you just put it behind the chaotic lemon. It's really simple. It definitely like could have been better, in the sense that if you had gotten a little closer to the defender before 5-holing it through him, you could have pressed him harder. But, I mean, this is like a really safe, responsible play. The only bad part is that you whiffed, but then they took a pen on you, so... This is what is going to happen when you put pressure on teams by just putting the puck behind them and making them have to turn it around. Because Chaotic Lemon's a noob. He doesn't just take the fucking puck all the way around because he's being pressured. He goes for this turn. Since you're right here, There was a pretty good chance you could have like capitalized on this, but luckily they were able to recover and you whiffed. But you know, that's a good play. You should keep doing that. Hey, the caster is saying that your second line makes defensive lapses. I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of cooking. This is not bad until it gets up a little too far. Same thing where you're just really deep for no reason. He can't really pass it anymore. This is better than last time, but still, because of how deep you are. And then this jump is really bad. The puck goes to the defender. A rule of thumb that I like to teach my teammates, and like when they're pretty inexperienced, especially, and if they're struggling with defense, is when the other team has the puck, or like you're defending someone or contesting a puck, you don't want to jump. You don't have to. Jumping is to get you somewhere quicker. You don't need to get here quicker. And all it's going to do is while you're in the air, you can't change directions. And also ice is slippery, but that's besides the point. You can't change directions when you're in the air. So if you jump at him, he hits it by you while you're in the midair, you're going to have to wait until you land to turn around. He's already going to have like taken a step on you. And that is basically what it looks like happened. You just need to chill. Like this puck goes here, you just didn't need to jump at him to try to keep this puck in the zone. You could have just waited. And if you had waited, which I didn't pre-watch this, so it's not like hindsighty. If you had just waited, he hit the puck literally right back to you guys. You could have just taken it, but since both of you ran up at him, like, oh my god, the puck's on the other team's stick. I gotta go. Like, you gave him this chance to just, like, get away with a really lazy dump behind you. Like, that was really good for them. And it shouldn't have been. Oh my goodness, we have a big penalty kill for the kid. And we instantly turned it over and ran away. Okay, you're on a penalty kill. The one thing you need to do is you need to play for possession, especially in 2v1 power plays. 3v2 power plays are way harder to score on. 2v1s are really easy to score because it's two versus one. So once you get the puck, if they push you, you pass it. If they don't push you and they're covering the pass, you shoot it. It's very easy. And you giving them possession allows a team to set up. Like, you ran at them to go for this goal, and now they have it. Luckily, they don't know how to handle the puck. But it still kind of worked out. It still almost worked out. And we're not playing for the possession. They're going to take their time. This is a good play by them. They just don't know how to pass the puck around. Works out for you. And you turned it over a little bit. You got the puck back. That was fine. That dump's okay to kill it. But yeah, that penalty kill, I'd give it like a 5 out of 10. They didn't score, but you also didn't really do yourself any favors.